Hello and welcome to the Saxophone Study Guide for the Heritage High School Band Audition 2020. I'm Dr. Alexander Richards. In this video we will be focusing on the technical aspect of the audition. This is the etude with the number 11 beside it. If we look at our key signature, we can see 4 flats: B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Normally, we would assume this is our written A flat major. However, this is actually our F minor scale. Because this is a minor etude, and because it is generally more arpeggiated than not, I would spend the time learning my F minor arpeggio. Full range, which means we're going to go from F all the way up to the top of the instrument to palm F and back down. The notes for this are the first, third, and fifth notes of the scale: F, A flat, and C. I would also spend a lot of my time learning the dominant arpeggio. This is more based on the theory of music, but generally a lot of our musical motifs go between the tonic, which is the chord built on the first scale degree, and the dominant, which is the chord built on the fifth scale degree, and vice versa. The dominant of F minor is C major, so I would practice the notes that belong to the C major arpeggio: C, E natural, and G. I would practice this from low C all the way up to high C and back down. This is really important, as at the end of the piece, from measure 13 to the end, we are alternating every measure between C major and F minor, C major, F minor, and ending with a C major arpeggio. Counting this piece can be a little bit tricky. As you notice, it is in 3/8. However, as we look at the tempo indication above the first measure, it says eighth note equals 70 to 110. That tells us that we will be counting eighth notes instead of dotted quarters, for example. Therefore, our 16th note triplets will be a lot slower than you think they are. 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly. The articulation patterns in this are very limited. As we can see, there are only 3 major articulation patterns. The first articulation pattern goes toot toot hoot toot hoot toot 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 hoot. This articulation can be found in measures 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, and 17. Therefore, it has to match across all of these. The second articulation pattern goes like this: toot toot hoot toot 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 toot. This articulation can be found in measures 3, 7, 12, 14, 15, and 16. The third articulation pattern is found in measures 4 and 8. Toot toot hoot toot toot. In this articulation pattern, I would really make sure that I lean into the accents on the second triplet of every single beat. There are a lot of tricky passages in this that use a lot of pinky keys. For example, measures 10, 11, 12, I think use the most amount of pinky keys in the whole piece. My recommendation in measure 10 to 11 is to use the outside C sharp key to play the A flat at the end of beat 2. You will then hold this all the way through the G flat, E flat, F, and all the way to the D flat. In this way, you've prepped your pinky from that A flat all the way down to the downbeat of measure 11. It may seem a little bit uncomfortable at first, but I assure you that you'll get better results and a cleaner interval between the F and D flat than you normally would. Beat 3 of measure 11 and beat 1 of measure 12 are incredibly tricky because they have us using all of our pinky keys. Make sure that when you go between the first two notes of beat 3 of 11, you are going between E flat and C using your rollers, and you're not lifting and placing. The same also applies to the D flat to the B flat on the downbeat of measure 12, and vice versa. Use the rollers to your advantage and press and roll all the way down to that B flat. This piece does not have a lot of dynamic changes, so that means we need to really bring out the ones that we do. Looking at the music, we can see that it is mezzo forte or medium strong all the way through the piece up until measure 13, where it is suddenly piano. We need to make sure that we go from this medium strong dynamic all the way to a nice soft piano and really bring out the difference. From there, we need to stay nice and soft all the way until the crescendo in measure 17. I will now demonstrate this on alto, tenor, and baritone saxophone at 8th note equals 72. This has been the Saxophone Study Guide for the technical portion of the Heritage High School Band Audition 2020. I'm Dr. Alexandra Richards. Happy practicing!